Welcome, everyone. So we're starting at our first week in September. And each first weekend in September, we have just a quick check-in with ourselves, which we'll do after our presentation. And our presentation focuses with Jazzer Garman, who's my partner and the owner of Earth Spirit Emporium. And Jazz has passed the baton to Brandee, who will be doing a presentation on acrylic pour painting. Part of our experience here at Alphabet Soup is to express that it's not just stopping the addictive behavior, but it's filling our lives with things that help us have creative outlets and help us have a connection to our creative process and something that fulfills our life beyond and above what addiction had for us. So one of the things that really helped me through my earliest stages of addiction, especially in quitting and my recovery, was to do art with my partner. And so I wanted to invite him here today to give us an opportunity to do that. So he's brought all these wonderful supplies for us to use these canvases to create from an expressive place. And beautiful thing about pour painting is that it's very free flowing. The paint literally flows across the canvas. And we discovered that Brandee had some pretty good experience with pour painting. And that was, am I right that was your introduction to your expression with art?
Yes. Yeah.
And so we're kind of taking you back. How do you feel?
I feel really good.
Cool.
The painting for me, so it is a great coping skill that I have, but I use it primarily for my grief. So my cousin had passed away June 16th, 2021.
Sorry to hear that.
And thank you. And I had a really, really rough time, like went off the rails, just really had a rough time with it. And then I was kind of just going through this fog and also trying to figure out, what do I do when I'm sober? Like, how do I fill up my time? Because I have all this time now that I'm not using to get drugs or find them or anything like that. And so it kind of was just like this dark cloud. But then I remember the first pouring painting class that you had done, Jazzer, and that I had the very best day that day. I will never forget. It was the very first time I painted, and it's a beautiful day outside, and I had no clue what I was doing. And there was only one other person in there, and it was so much fun. And it was a way to get out. Like, the paint spoke. I just feel like the paint speaks to me, and it's meant to go where it goes. And what I love about it is there are no bounds. There's no little box that you have to fit in. There's no label. You can just be completely free and completely be yourself when painting. That's how I feel. So I'm super excited to do this again.
Oh,
I do it at least a couple of times a month, if not. Sometimes there are just days when it hits me harder, and I do it sometimes a couple of times a week. But I try to make time for the painting because it's so important to me.
Yeah. I think it's really cool how we're connected in this cool way. Like, I didn't realize until we had a little conversation earlier that you previously met my partner, and that his experience with you had touched you in a significant way in your early recovery stages and had brought you about to this. I mean, from what I understand, you do quite a bit of painting and quite a bit with art now.
I do.
And that just is that's so awesome to me. It kind of speaks to how, without really even knowing or being aware how much casually, just through doing our thing, and making a commitment to do something for the community or for other people or to share our talents with other folks can profoundly affect the way that, like, another person's quality of life. And so I met Brandee like way after y'all had met. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do like the formal aspects of our meeting later for the sake of, just like we did last week. Macy Simmons presented and gave us this really wonderful presentation on opioid prevention and overdose prevention. And you can check out our YouTube channel for that video. It was our premiere video. And we're going to have these unedited versions, kind of like these live streams of our meetings. They're going to be messy and they're going to be raw. But that's the way we're going to keep them for a little while until maybe we get a budget for a studio or anything like that. I might do more editing later on, but for now it's just going to be off the cuff and whatever we experience in our meetings. So you're going to get us the way we are, which I think is kind of important. We live in a society where everything's all glammed up and shot from different angles, and so now you're just going to get the fluorescent lights and the green skin and the side conversations. If you want to be able to take a deeper dive into your experience and do a check-in and know our recovery format and our rules and how we operate in the more intimate parts of our meeting, please come by the Recovery Rec Center. We always gain permission from the participants during the presentations. We're going to broadcast our presentations once a month, but we keep our meetings private so that people who, if they have got something really deep that they need to share, can do so with the confidence of their companions. So knowing that, we invite you to tune into our YouTube channel every month for our presentation, and also come and share with us and have a quiet moment with those that you trust at our other meetings. The second week of the month, we'll be going deeper into smart recovery practices. The third week, we're going to go deeper into life skills. So we'll talk about budgeting or meal planning. We'll talk about balancing a checkbook, all the things we forget while we're smoking and drinking. And on the fourth week, we'll either have our recovery writers workshop with Gwen Wills, or we'll do a special event depending on whether or not we have a 5-week month. If we have a 5-week month, then we'll go on a special trip. We'll probably record those special trips if we go on like an adventure. I think it would be fun to kind of bring the GoPro out or whatever and see what trouble we can get into. So without any further ado, we'll start with, we'll let you go ahead and take the floor. This method that we're using now might be a little bit different than what you typically use, but we're using a Floetrol and any number of colors that you should choose to start with your pour painting.
Yes, so I'm super excited. Thank you.
I'm gonna move the camera a little bit because she's a little bit out.
Oh, okay, I see.
I was kind of leaning way back too. So yeah, I'm super excited. There's so much that you can do with this. And the first thing, of course, is picking out the colors that speak to you. Basically, what it's going to look like is you're going to take a little bit of our paint and a little bit of this Floetrol and put it in a cup, stir it up. And then once we have all those, we're going to pour it on our canvas. You can move it around. We can add and make cells with this silicone oil. So those are fun because they just add another dimension to the painting. But you can, what I love about this is that it moves so freely and you can let it land where it lands. You can intentionally move it to where you want to be. It's just a very cathartic experience. So why don't I start going ahead and doing full call and cups.
About how much Floetrol do you use to your color?
1 to 1, ratio of 1 to 1.
About 1 to 1. And for a small canvas, it won't take a whole lot.
Like that.
Maybe like an inch. Yeah.
No, when you mean cell, what do you mean?
So
I mean, I'll see it. But
Yeah.
Explain first.
the cells are, so where the paint if you imagine how when it is on the canvas and it makes just simple lines, cells create are just little circles that are created from the silicone oil mixing with the paint, and it just makes a bunch of little circles in the paint. It's a really cool effect. I can show you if you want to see how it's done before you do it to yours. I can show you on mine.
Okay.
Because it only takes a very little bit of this.
Does it like bubble up on the
It-
canvas?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
like it's movable?
air will get trapped underneath some of the paint and will move out of the way as the paint moves across the canvas.
Oh, that's
So
neat.
it'll reveal some of the pigments or colors that are like underneath. So as you pour your paint, there are certain layers of the color that will hit the canvas first, and that layer that will hit the canvas first will reveal underneath when the other paintings moved out of the way.
Interesting.
I'm gonna fast forward.
That's okay.
They also have a lot of these supplies you can get at any like Dollar Tree, Walmart, anything like that. I like to go to Hobby Lobby when they have their clearance events. About every other month, they have art supplies on sale. So like canvases will be on sale, paints, pouring mediums, different, anything you can think of, paintbrushes, that sort of thing. I go wherever I can find it. Even at Goodwill, you can sometimes find pencils that you can use to like drag through your paint. Do you want me to go ahead and add that?
Thank you.
So if you'd like, you can each take your paint and go ahead and add it to the cup while I'm getting everybody poured. And just a good old dollop.
Thank you so much.
How much is a dollop? Which I'm not gonna use it. I'm trying to know what I'm doing.
I think it was pretty good amount. That's what I love about.
I can do these three to Dallas. I don't have as many colors as I suspected.
Okay.
Maybe these two. Yeah.
Sorry. And then once you give us the paint mixed into your colors.
The sounds of creativity.
Of course. Yeah, she's like,
Yeah, for that.
so let me give them the paint. And then we throw it all in there, and you do little snips and then mix it with the rainbow. What I really love about this is that there really are no rules. It's just
That's okay.
mixing the paint and letting it go wherever. Maybe I can't just shoot yours. Well, I understand this. You guys think of this weather?
I love this kind of weather when the season turns,
Yes.
and I'm so happy that we're not in the middle of a 15 heat wave.
End of the week.
Yeah, we're coming back to it.
Yeah, we're supposed to get more hot weather coming up.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
Already.
I ended up getting hypothermia at the Dave Matthews concert.
That's crazy. And
Yeah.
I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah. And it wasn't because I got in the lake. It's because I had a terrible sunburn and then stood in the lake for 2.5 hours during a storm. So that's fun.
Well, thank you, Jasmine, for providing the supplies.
Yeah,
for us to be
absolutely.
able to do this.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Keep getting up pierced my ears. Once I get an ear itch, I try to pull my earrings out. And it really hurts. This is why, if you've got a earlobe of cussing before you hung up, that was why.
Just take the earrings and just print it.
No, I forget it's there.
Oh, yeah, I was
I'll
like,
be
you
like-
take your earlobe and just kind of tug, tug. If you can remember, and it's
I go like,
the way to work it out.
Yep. Apparently, you know, that'll do something on that.
It looks cute.
Thank you.
They look good. Where you gonna run at?
Wise ass tattoo or wise owl or something.
Right now, yeah.
Sorry, that was kind of, I remembered it.
That's an endorsement for you.
No, right.
She was very nice and was not a smart ass at all.
Yeah. She's,
Autumn,
Yeah,
oh, she's amazing.
we really like Autumn.
She is amazing.
That wasn't commentary in here. That was a moment thing that I'm using to remember what it was. Sorry.
I love all the colors that everybody's picked out. A
Mhm.
lot of them are similar, which that makes my heart happy too. And I love the black. I love black so much.
He started without us.
Yeah, what the heck?
I'm an impatient person, especially when I have some experience being me.
Teacher.
He's cheating.
So if you got your paint all mixed up, basically there's so many different methods that you can use. You can do like take your sticks and you can make little tiny like blobs on your canvas and then keep adding to that with different colors, or you can pour it out with your cup and just pour like a big blob and then pour another layer on top of that and then another layer and then another layer. You can take the popsicle sticks and like move it through the paint to give it some of a design. If you do, while you're stirring, is there anyone that would like to try the silicone oil to make the cells?
I would. Thank you.
I don't know how much, just like 1 to 2 drops. If you want like a lot of cells.
He used at least 4.
Yeah.
And with
He's not
the,
going to be a price.
No, I'm not gonna be the head student.
okay.
You just sit down.
With the silicone oil, a little goes a long way and you only have to stir it like just enough to get it mixed in. So you don't want to over stir it after you get it mixed into the colors.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You're right.
I'm not done fancy stuff. Mine's a kindergarten picture. It is.
I want to see what it does first before I decide to put it in my thing. Mix it into that.
So yeah, basically
First.
you can just pour whatever color you want to start with first. You can either put it in the center of your canvas and do like a pillow of it, or you can use your stick. Right now I'm doing a mixture of both. So I made a tiny little circle that I wanted paint to,
Mhm.
and then I'm also going to add a bigger bit. And then add on top of that. However you feel that the paint moves you. You can add it to your canvas, move it around. The beauty of this is with it, the Floetrol, it allows it to move.
I made a mistake and now it's all destroyed.
There are no mistakes in art.
Thank you.
All right, so what's the cell stuff?
So let me see.
Here it is.
So I can show you a little bit. There's a little tiny one. They're tiny right now because I haven't spread my paint out. But see those little dots?
Yeah.
They're gonna spread out and make just like little round
Like-
cells.
Like beads or something?
They won't be raised up. They'll
Uh-huh.
be spread out.
Okay.
So what happens was that here, I'll show you. I'll just put a drop in here. So that's
Oh.
gonna separate the paint,
Oh.
Mhm.
the oil is, and then it's gonna make, like, once the paint actually moves around, it's gonna make just little cells.
Okay.
So if you think like the microscopic, have you ever seen a picture of like the microscopic version of a cell, like of a human body? Those little round, like the components of that cell, that's what the cell oil does, or
Okay.
the silicone oil does.
Interesting.
So it just adds another dimension to the painting.
Hmm. I think I'll try drops. You said just like a drop or two?
Yeah, just a couple drops.
And you mix it up?
If you use, like when you pour it, or if you use the stick, you can, what am I trying to say?
Oh, my
You can
face is really fucked up.
You can keep adding layers and layers and layers. That looks really cool.
Thank you.
I really, really like that. You did a great job.
Thank you.
There's so much fun. I love this so much.
It's neat to see how as the air bubbles underneath start to pop, how the colors come through from like the first layers that are set down. What I did on mine was I mixed all of my colors in the same cup so that like the first color to hit the canvas would be like down underneath. And so it looked like for a moment, like, oh, maybe my picture is going to be mostly just black and brown, but now the pinks and the reds are coming through.
Mm-hmm. And that's another message too that I wasn't even thinking about, how you can pour the paint like all into one cup and then pour it out onto the canvas, and you can move it around. There's so many different methods of putting the paint on your canvas.
And there's no right or wrong way.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Another fun thing to do if you decide to do this at home, I have an art hair dryer that I use,
Yeah.
and you can move the paint that way. So I have the nozzle on my hair dryer. I didn't think about bringing that. But whereas some people, there are different, artists on YouTube and Instagram and such, but you can actually like blow the paint around, and it'll just move, like just spread the paint around. But a hair dryer doesn't want to. You just have to be careful to use.
Oh, yeah.
Don't put it too close or it'll
Thank you.
splatter everywhere.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I made quite a mess over here, so.
Thank you. Oh, and if you would like, so we have this handy dandy torch,
Awesome.
which will get the air bubbles out. So if it's like a flame like that, well, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't
I
mind.
don't.
It's helpful to have the instruction.
Can you set it on fire accidentally?
So
Yes.
what the paint or the blowtorch does is it'll get the air bubbles out, and you just take the torch and you move it across your painting, and it'll get all the air bubbles out. So that way you can not only see the colors that are underneath, but if you look at Aaron's, you can see the cells that have been made, and then how after he gets the air bubbles out, more of those will appear also.
You can move your painting around after it helps to open up those cells some.
I'm not sure I had the right idea because I drew something. I mean, it was supposed to be an alien smiley face, but now it looks like it's alien crashed, but still. I like it.
Oh, you like it?
Oh, no.
I have a special at my house, just because I paint so much. I have a painting outfit that I wear.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just paint splattered clothes, but I put on specifically because I know I'm gonna make a mess. Because I really, when I'm at home, like I really get into it. I will put my hands in the paint and fling it and just do anything really. It's amazing. Desert, yours looks really nice.
Thank you.
That looks really good. You guys have done a really great job. I love the colors and I love your alien. There are no limits.
This is the background yellow. And then did all of this.
I love gold on my paintings.
Thank you. I love
Do you guys like to paint, or what do you guys like to do outside of here, like for fun?
Shoot.
Gamer, yeah.
Shop.
Well, I think technically I can. I just not allowed to own one.
You found,
Yeah. You can't even shoot?
can't have it in your head.
No. But I wonder if I could go to a shooting range.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't either.
Because they would assume you're there to shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's often cops at the shooting range. I mean,
Yeah.
if you know someone who shoots. and
Yeah, like a
like
private.
sometimes has access to private land, it's possible that if they didn't know, they might accidentally put a gun in your hand and they're going up as a normal.
Yeah, that's true too.
Now, legally, to be not own, possess, or be in control of a firearm. So if I happen to be shooting sometime and I could look one up, I don't know. Right, correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I'm gonna shoot you. If I don't start shooting, I don't know.
I'm sorry. It's kind of yeah, there we go. So weird. Painting opened up so much for me creatively. I guess for me being in active addiction, I didn't make anything creative. I didn't write, I didn't paint, I just didn't tap into that part of myself. So it's really exciting to explore that now, especially if I'm sober, because I have a clear head that I can do it in.
Oh, yeah. I had an issue, not necessarily due to addiction, but due to the trauma and mental health issue I'm dealing with. Somehow, somewhere along the line, I've lost a lot of my abstract thinking. And I have, for example, in the car, I can't keep internal solution. And I used to help with finish companies, and now I can't picture how to
Um,
do things.
that's gonna be frustrating.
Okay, oh, yeah. Oh, that's better handle on my brain.
Hopefully I'll open up to you.
Strike has not been something that has been part of my survival skill set for the last few years.
I don't know. I love how those cells turned out.
Yeah, they keep popping up as I go over it with the torch. That's an interesting thing too. I mean, in some respects, like this technique especially can be somewhat triggering for people because you're going to use some of the tools that you used to use during your addiction. But as we know, like you can turn anything into paraphernalia, you know. So, I mean, that's something to be cautious and careful of, you know, like do what's best for you in your recovery and don't put yourself in a situation where you feel like it's going to turn into like something dangerous or self-defeating. But also like gain the courage through your experience. I'd encourage people, gain the courage through your experience to revisit those places that you used to use in, but do so in a healthy manner again. You know, like it's all part of the journey.
That's what the paint was.
Yeah, that's so cool. Now let's see what happens when you put it like around that cup. Yeah.
Right?
Yes, and then I'm gonna, after I draw my pen, I'm gonna pick it up.
It's like perfectly dead center.
It's funny. But it teaches you in this way, you know, like it's okay, like the unforeseen and the things that we might not be able to let go, like we're forced to like make changes.
Yes,
It's already so beautiful, you know.
thank you. And back to what you were saying about like possible triggers and things. First, I want to apologize. I did not think about that. It
That's okay.
shows how long that I
How you've recovered.
yes,
Yeah.
how long I've been doing that I don't even think about that towards being a method or an instrument for my use now. It's just part of my art.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the beautiful things about this process is like you're taking things that used to be harmful and turning it into something beautiful.
I agree with you.
Joanne, do you feel inspired to move the paint around and see how it
Yeah.
cover the canvas?
Like mine is
and then no,
mine's slowly dripping.
Yeah,
Like it like that.
if you're happy with it like it is, then you're happy with
It's
it.
bright, simple. And I'm not sure what it's going to decide it wants to be.
Cool.
It's not quite what I thought it was. But no, I like it. It's simple
Aha.
and bright. I don't know why that's the image I wanted.
That's cool though. And it's also, I think it's cool to know, like sometimes with art too, you got to know when to stop because I've overworked so many of my paintings before by just either adding too much or I don't know. I think I just go based on instinct when I do it. Ooh, that was a lot.
Are you just throwing these things away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I take pictures of your awesome?
Yeah.
My friend wanted me to get pictures.
And once they dry, you can seal them. It'll probably take like we can seal them next week.
Yeah.
After they've had a chance to dry.
Oh, I like your style. It's
I like mine too. I really do. If it would just drip this way. It's trying to. Going very slowly.
Here it is.
Oh, I forgot and I forgot. Well,
Yeah, that way.
Now, what does the blowtorch do again?
it gets the air bubbles out and also helps the cells to appear.
Okay. I'm going to try that.
The idea is to hold the flame above the canvas. You know, it's the heat that you want, not necessarily the actual flame to
Yes.
touch the art.
Does somebody who's
Are we just
experienced want to
throwing
help me?
Yes, Wayne?
The cups, yeah.
Yeah.
On the
Well, not
paint,
that,
from the other one.
Ew. I painted myself.
That's part of the experience.
This reminds me of like an old tie-dye shirt.
Feels like really pretty.
Thank you.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
The colors are really phenomenal.
Thank you so much. One thing I love.
Maybe it's your more
that-
paper towels.
Oh, thank you. One thing I love that you had done also was to take all of the old paint
Yeah.
and put it in a cup. And then make a painting out of that painting. You want me to show you how? I
Yes.
do it?
Yeah. If you will help me,
Yes.
that would be awesome.
Oh, that looks really neat.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
So all you're gonna do. You're just gonna see how the cells are appearing.
Oh yeah, the bubbles. Yeah, yeah. I did some in some of the colors and then not in some of the others. Yeah.
It makes you don't want to fry with paint.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna do it. Oh, yeah. No.
It's lovely.
Thank you. I never agreed to how this turned out.
Me too. That looks super cool.
Yeah, it looks really awesome.
I got the cells that I wanted, which
Yeah.
usually doesn't happen. So now goes to show that you use blood.
Yeah.
So, I guess,
These places, right? And just so beautiful.
thank you so much.
And it's still changing.
Thank you. This is probably one of my favorite paintings.
Can I take a picture of that one?
Absolutely.
Can I take a picture of this?
Yeah.
We're just showing our YouTube 6.
No.
Oh wow, your guys looks awesome. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my God, we're decomposing.
Decomposer.
Yeah.
It's so cool. We're throwing all of them away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. It's so cool. Thank you very much. I like how, like, the way that the paint looks in the bottom of the can.
Mhm.
I'm gonna lift you guys up. Give you a thank you for joining us today. I'm gonna show you these wonderful pieces.
So now you know if you want. Oh, they probably can't hear me because I'm away from the microphone. You want somebody to leave their paint on us? Get in contact with Brandee. Please.
I guess we really do this again. Like I want to do it, I want to have it look more like, you know, where it's the whole pan covered, or covered. There's paint rings everything. Look at this, you seen it? It's so tight on everyone.
So join us all next time here at Alphabet Soup, Mental Health and Recovery. Sundays from 4 to 6. And we'll talk to you soon.